Is it on? Some words from Allison. Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming. I am not a public speaker whatsoever, so that's right what I wanted to say. You all hear me? On behalf of Lupita, Ann, and I, we welcome you, our honored guests, and to all of you, we are a team in the making, and together we can get things done. Thank you for joining us here today. Clearly, we all have questions, and we seek some answers. Welcome, everybody. Before we get started, my partners, Ann Lewis, Lupita, Lopez, and I would like to say that we at Clean Up San Carlos wish to thank you and all the members of our groups and supporters near and far. We would like to express to Alex Mendoza, Daniel Garcia, and the staff here at Colibri, not only for this luncheon, but for their continuous commitment and support to Clean Up San Carlos. It has been a wonderful experience working with them. They have made a very difficult job easy. So, special thanks to so many of all of you in so many ways. If you've ever been thanked by us in the past, then you remain in our gratitude. We feel that these cleanups are the final results of a community united, and that together we have gotten this far. We often have been asked, how did you start? When this all began, we never had a clue this would happen. We were simply a few women walking the beaches for exercise and picking up trash. Coincidentally, 1 year ago today, we opened up a Facebook group to communicate with a few others who wished to join in. From there it grew, and the people kept coming, and great things were happening. There we were, knowing that we could not say no. Here we are today with almost 1,000 followers on our Facebook group. Happy birthday, Clean Up San Carlos. We have big dreams lingering on the horizon, a few new projects up our sleeves, and some collaborations with other associations. We are working with local ecology and biology groups. The schools are asking to get involved. Our local business project has gained the attention of our community. Semana Santa is on our heels, and we have hopes of making a difference there. La Manga is in great need of our attention, and we will come together and lend that community support in the future. We hope to offer our schools educational tools to help them jumpstart this movement. One is to create a narrated video on littering. Thank you to the photographers here. This is our first day of filming. Another is a poster contest displaying the winners in and around our community. But before anything is possible, we must start at ground zero and ask the powers that be to partner with us, and let's get the job done together. Before we can ask our community to educate our children and support our mission, proper trash receptacles must be in place, signs posted, and fines enforced. We ask you to provide us with the necessary needs to improve our community. The replacement of old and rundown equipment and proper recycling centers designated. This foremost includes weekly removal of the trash in all receptacles. We wish to thank the City of Guaymas for the placement of our first container at Playa San Francisco. This is a start, and we look forward to the promised placement of many more. We thank Meliton Martinez for installing and initiating fines for the autobuses, to Miguel Quiros for his commitment to supply a city truck and the manpower for our weekly cleanups, to Juan Cordero for his interest in Clean Up San Carlos and helping us with future projects, to Marina Terra for offering us the use of their containers if we're ever in a bind, and to the media for their support and coverage on numerous occasions. In closing, we would like to remind our guests of honor and our friends, we are not a political group. We are simply a group of community members who join together to make ourselves feel better by helping the environment. And as Ann Lewis so perfectly stated in a previous meeting not long ago, we need to see results to keep the attention of our volunteers. Without them, we are nothing. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you very much, Alison. I want to introduce also, please, Miguel Quiros. He's in charge of the Director of Services here. And Miguel Quiroz has been working very, very closely with this group, picking up bags of trash all around the town in all the activities of the Clean Up San Carlos group. And we in the county will do anything possible in our hands in order to improve and help you in all the activities for cleaning up our town. Also, I believe we have Castaway Kids here. Is anybody speaking from there, Allison?
Yes,
Terry? Please welcome Terry from Castaway Kids, please. She's working also close with the Cleanup San Carlos. Terry.
Gracias. Yes, we decided that this would be a great collaboration for Castaway Kids to get involved with for several reasons. When we first started our Adelante Estudiante sponsorship program, and at that time our kids were in junior high and high school levels primarily, we had several workshops put on by Dolores Monterrubio, and we have always felt that ecological education is a large part of education here. And she actually had a model that showed the mountains and the ocean and the desert, and showed the effect of throwing a plastic bag up here on the mountain or in the desert, and the wind catches it and takes it to the sea, and then it kills a turtle. And so she showed them in a very graphic manner how just by throwing away one plastic bag you can affect a sea mammal. And so it was very powerful for the kids to learn that. But another very powerful way to learn about not to throw your trash out the window is if you go out there and pick up bags and bags and bags and bags of them. It's a real great learning tool. And so we're hoping that not just our sponsored students, but students from all the schools and all the areas really get involved with this program. The schools here, the public schools here, require their students to have a certain number of community service hours. And depending on the schools, they range anywhere from 300 to 800 community service hours in order to graduate. And this counts toward their community service hours. And so if we can get some donations that we can get buses to bring the kids out here and so forth, that's one of the ways that we'll use money from donations that might come in. And that's the other reason that we wanted to collaborate with Clean Up San Carlos. Castaway Kids has a 501c3 and an Asociación Civil here in Mexico. Those are both nonprofit organizations that can give tax deductible receipts for donations. So our hardworking treasurer, Lindy, has started an account under Clean Up San Carlos so that if anybody does want to give a donation, we can put it in their account and we can use it for such things as buses to bring kids out and other things like that we don't even foresee yet probably. But a lot of people have tried to do something like this in the past and have never gotten this far. And I say kudos to Anne, Lupita, and Allison because they've really created some momentum. And we got a movement going here, I think. Woohoo! So anyway, thank you guys very much for all the work you've put in and for all of you guys who've been out there picking up the trash with us. Janie McLean worked really hard to get Pueblo Escenico status for San Carlos. Now we as a community need to keep it here as a Pueblo Escenico. And although this wasn't meant as a fundraising event, if anybody does want to give a donation, you can take it to Anne, and if you want a tax donation receipt, we can get that for you. Leave your name with Anne when you give her the donation. I thank you all, and I thank all of you guys for being big supporters of this community effort.
Thank you very much, Eric. Thank you. Last week, we had a long 3 hours meeting with the Clean Up San Carlos group and members of the county here in Juan Cordero's office here in San Carlos. And in the meeting, we came out with a set of topics and problems that we have regarding the garbage in town and cleaning up process. I would like to share the microphone with the city mayor, Lorenzo de Cima here, and Gustavo from PASA, so they can give an explanation about these topics that we already discussed in the meeting. Please. Sobre estos temas, la diferencia entre el servicio de PASA y GEN, su responsabilidad que tiene cada uno, asuntos de presupuesto. Bueno, dilo en español.
Buenas tardes. Good evening. La diferencia entre PASA y GEN es que PASA es la compañía que se dedica a atender los municipios y la recolección domiciliaria en cada ciudad. GEN es la firma comercial, industrial, que da servicio, como digo, al comercio y a la industria. Son dos diferentes responsabilidades, pero prácticamente es bajo la misma empresa.
Yeah, Gustavo says that the PASA company, PASA trucks, their service is to pick up the garbage in the homes and houses all around town. They have a fixed schedule for that. Only housing garbage, that is the purpose of the PASA trucks. And GEN company, GEN, that is the company that is in charge of picking up the garbage from the containers, either for commercial or industrial use. So they have different, it's the same company with doing different activities with the same picking up the garbage. PASA is for the housing and GEN is for commercial and industrial disposal. And also the service that the community receives from PASA, picking up the garbage in the housing, is paid directly by the county. The county of Guaymas is paying a monthly fee for picking up the garbage and also the disposal in nearby Santa Clara. So PASA service is paid by the county, and the GEN service is paid by every one of the businesses that have the container. They should pay GEN. It's not for the county. There is another question here regarding the budget issues in the county of Guaymas. How does the budget affect the service of the garbage in the community?
Bueno, en este tema estamos en servicio aquí desde hace aproximadamente 10 años, más o menos 11 años vamos con el servicio. El ayuntamiento tiene su presupuesto designado para la recolección domiciliaria. Algunas veces ha habido diferencias entre el ayuntamiento y la compañía, pero siempre se han subsanado. ¿Okay? Son cuestiones presupuestales, económicas, a veces no llegan los recursos, pero siempre estamos en buena coordinación.
Yes, Gustavo says that the PASA services are paid from a fixed budget that is approved by the county of Guaymas, and it is a very adjusted budget, but it's just plenty for picking up the garbage in the housing and disposal of the process. It is paid by the county, that the service. Also, another question here is if there are future plans for recycling the garbage, recycling facilities.
Sí, claro que hay planes en el corto plazo ya para tratar de reciclar algunos desechos. sobre todo lo que es cartón, aluminio, plástico, todo eso que normalmente se tiene que reciclar, ¿no? No se hacía porque la operación no es costeable hasta cierto punto para poner una recicladora y diferenciar, cambiar todo esto. Pero sí se va a hacer un plan para reciclar cierta parte de productos, que ya se está haciendo, de hecho.
Ya están reciclando y va a aumentar. Yes, Gustavo says that regarding the recycling, they are starting recycling, which is paper and cardboard, plastic, PET plastics, and metals, aluminum and other metals in their facilities near Santa Clara. And the volume of garbage is not much to justify the expense of a big recycling plant. So they are doing it little by little, and it's increasing according their needs. So actually it's already in the plans to increase the recycling levels of the garbage here in town. The following question is that we explain the need of about 12 garbage containers in different areas of San Carlos, starting with all the beaches, San Francisco, Piedras Pintas, Algodones, and other places in town, and we figured out that we need about 12 garbage containers. We received one the other day, 2 days ago, which is in San Francisco Bay. I'm going to ask if they have plans to put some more containers. Gustavo, en relación a los 11 contenedores.
Sí, en relación a esta pregunta de los 11 contenedores, ya estamos trabajando con el ayuntamiento porque los tiene que autorizar el ayuntamiento. Me está diciendo el señor presidente aquí que efectivamente se van a poner. ¿Ok? De las señales para la basura, también no tenemos problema en proporcionarlos, lo vamos a conseguir. Esto de los autobuses, multas a los autobuses, bueno, es algo municipal, ¿no? Estamos con lo de los reemplazar. No tenemos ningún problema tampoco, ya traemos el programa eso para reemplazar eso. Lo de Playa San Francisco, el contenedor ya está puesto. Okay.
Yes, Gustavo says that it is in their plan to install the 11 more containers for the different areas of San Carlos, and they are working on that. ¿Algún tiempo en que estarán este mes, 2 meses?
Va a depender ahí de la plática que...
All right, it will be in the following weeks, depending on how they fix it up, the places, but they have included. Also, Gustavo says that there will be no problem to help out installing posts with signs, avoid littering the beaches and areas. So we'll be putting more signs in the area. Also, a topic was to find the Guaymas San Carlos bus drivers, that they arrive from Guaymas to San Carlos with the public bus full of garbage, and they just sweep it out and throw it to the sidewalk. And now the police has warned them that if they are seen throwing garbage to the sidewalk, they're going to be fined right there in the same spot. Also, they're going to include a program to change the barrel containers, to change the ones that are broken and old ones for new ones in the beach. We're going to talk about that, Alison. And he says here, well, the Playa San Francisco beach container is already in place, and there will be some more, Alison. That is good news. Also, some other topics, he says that there are some businesses in town, like all the Oxos, Extras, Circle K, restaurants, and Coco sales stands, that they don't take good care of the garbage that they have nearby their businesses. So now we are having a plan with the ecology office from Guaymas, from the county, in order to give them a formal notice. No, ahí está, yeah. The idea is that from the ecology direction from the county, they want to issue formal notice to the businesses owners, notify them that it is their full responsibility to keep the area clean. Do not leave it to the neighbors or the county or Clean Up San Carlos group. It is their own responsibility because it is their business. So we'll do that. Also, from the same Office of Ecology, Direction of Ecology from the county, we are planning to find people that is caught littering the area. Also for dirty vacant lots, the ones that are empty but that they are dirty, they have to be notified to clean it up. Also fines for the party houses. There have been some big parties around in private house, and the next day we find a whole bunch of garbage all around, so they're going to be fined too. Also, the construction sites. There are several construction sites all around the town, and they just, throw stones and gravel or construction materials all around the sidewalk and also in the street, public street, and they don't care about nothing. So they have to be fined, and they have to be noticed that they have the right to make their building, but they have to keep the area clean. Also, the group is requesting more plastic trash bags to continue, picking up the garbage all around the area. And the posted signs for pollution, that is included in the program. We have to put some more signs to avoid people for throwing, garbage in the area. Also, the Clean Up San Carlos group, this is important. They need a trailer. They need their own trailer. There are some neighbors here that when they pick up the garbage bags, they ask for a neighbor for a trailer so they can take it, to the dumper in Santa Clara. So they want their own trailer. Maybe we can put together some donations or work or something, and we're going to have that trailer for you, Alison. Little by little, we'll do that. Also, another question, and this is for Gustavo. The neighbors are asking why in the dumper they only receive credit cards for dumping garbage, and they are doing it. So we have Gustavo, and I'm going to ask him that. En relación a las...
Bueno, fue una situación penosa porque tuvimos un asalto ahí a las personas que estaban en la recepción por cuando se manejaba efectivo. Entonces, a raíz de eso, tuvimos que cambiar el sistema y se instaló un sistema de tarjetas.
Yes, Gustavo explains that in the past, it was a pity, but the man in charge of that door and collecting that money, he was subject of an assault, and it was the money taken, it was cash. He was, out in the wild, so he has no security, no protection. So they don't want to do that. They don't want the guy in that door to have cash because, it is dangerous. That's why they handle credit cards only. So, Alison, with this topic, we finish all questions that we have here. Los temas están agotados, señor. Voy a pasar. Ok.
She can do it. You go first. Ladies first.
Hi again. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming here, everybody, and to the City of Guaymas for helping us get this far. This has been amazing progress, and we're really, really proud of what's happening around San Carlos. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy your lunch.
Yes, I just want to talk about everybody of you to say thank you for doing this job for this town. You have to know that the city government, it's open the doors to everybody of you. And please say thank you to the every other people that is not here, but is doing this job together, okay? Please say thank you. And I want to say and be very clear with one thing about of the city government. You know, now the economy, the finances of the city are overdue. The last period government, they get a credit for 350 million pesos, okay? And they finished. Now, the overdue of the city, it's around 500 million pesos. And our budget, it's around 730 million pesos. So, it's very difficult to do all the services as we have to do, you know? So that's why we have many problems, not only in San Carlos, in all the city. And for the garbage, we pay for the weight. We pay. That's okay. We pay per kilo for weight. All the garbage we are getting for the beaches and all around, we are paying each month and goes around the weight. We pay each month around 2 million pesos for the pasa, okay? It's a high price. And yes, sometimes we missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, one time 11 months not to pay to pasa because the difficulty of the economy of the city. We are working to be better. It's not easy, you know, because it's almost the city. I cannot say that it's broken, but it's almost, you know. We only have money to pay the employments, to pay the fuel, and the basic things. So we need your comprehension because now the things going around the city are bad, wrong, and missing because the money. We have no money, okay? But we have all the courage to get the city in better conditions. You know, our volunteer, it's in good way to help anybody. So we are here. We are in the city. Here is Juan Cordero, the person in charge of the economic development and tourism, you know. And you can talk with him, with Miguel, and of course, with Meliton. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you again, and we do have an office here for listening you out. I see a lot of faces that sometimes we cannot move with the speed that we wanted to comply with the needs, with the many needs, as Mayor DeSima just explained, because of the very large debt that is just killing and choking us for the day-to-day activities. What we are working is so that the next administration will have better finances, and they will have a little more cash. I think we will also, but we're working on that. And there's a lot of legal matters, a lot of financial matters to be taken care of before we do that. And those take time, so of course. Thank you very much, Mr. Gustavo Castro, Javier, for being here. Thank you for the support in this process with PASA and GEN. And let's work together as we have been. And thank you very much again. Again, our office is right next door at Plaza Arrecifes, at the Visitors and Residents Support Office. And the City Hall is, of course, open to you guys anytime. And please make use of that openness. Thank you, and have a great morning.
Battery didn't last just quite long enough. If that's what happened. I don't know if that's what happened.
Oh, okay. What did you put?
Same.
Chicken. Okay.
Chicken? Right. I had salad already.
Question to this cause. Melatonin will be happy to do his best to answer the questions for you. Just give us a few more minutes so that delegates can get on their way and do what they have to do today. Thanks again.